Hi to you straight from Babylon once again. And I'm trying to do something new that I've never done before on a live stream, and it's actually like linking my computer up to the YouTube. I don't know why, but I've actually never done it. Like cause streams from his computer, and yeah, I've never done this, so I didn't really have time to set it up before I got here. Let me catch up on some comments since we've already got 7 folks in here. What's up, Cole? Hey, what's up, Alaska? First here. Are you still here? Or did you bounce before I got here? Hey, thanks, Dave. There's my links, you guys. Crystal D. How's everyone doing? I haven't actually turned my laptop on in like a week because I've been in Babylon. I usually use it to like watch TV and shit as I travel around. But as you can see, if you look up, I actually have a TV in the room I'm staying in, and it's got like all the streaming stuff. So I haven't actually had to turn on my laptop in days. Um, so today I actually dropped my pickup off at the shop to get repaired since he got basically T-boned while it was parked. That is getting taken care of. I don't know how long it'll take for them to finish. And a friend of mine was like, "How long is it gonna take?" And I'm like, "I don't know." And then and then they were like, "Well, you didn't ask." And I'm like, "No, I just kind of wing life. I just wing it." And they were like, "That's the only question I would have had." Yeah, D, I'm feeling pretty good today. I managed to get me some weed from the dispensary. I got like me an eighth today or yesterday, something like that. Um, so I've kept myself going until payday. Fucking winning. Um, so yeah, hopefully the truck is gonna be fixed soon, and I can get it back on the market so I can sell it, so I can get out of LA, because I don't like being in LA. But while I'm here, I'm in Los Angeles. You guys aren't gonna get a chance very often to see me in the city. So like, is there anything in the city that you want to see? Is there anything like you want me to go to, like the beach or Santa Monica Boulevard? Like, I have no idea because I don't I don't come here very often or exploring. Yeah, it's totally the lighting. Like, I could try turning this off, but it's not orange, you guys. You guys said this last time too. My hair's not orange. It's just it's blonde. I'm not Krusty the Clown yet. All right, Jim, Nemo. God, you've seen me in person, Nemo. What's up, Joys? Jungle Jim. Hey, 11 Bravo. That's what's up. Yeah, fucking killing it. Mm. Yes, get out now. That porch pirate season is about to start. Hey, what's up, caveman? Good to see you on here, dude. I miss you, man. Yeah, being here ain't quite the same without you. You should be here. You gone ginger? Yeah, I lost my soul because I came to LA. So I lost my soul. I died. Now I gotta take all of y'all's. Go to Venice Beach and stream it. Yeah, I mean I could. Yeah, Venice Beach is gross though, but I think it used to be better. But Venice Beach now is just like it's gross. Maybe I should. Maybe I should go stream from Venice Beach. That wouldn't be a bad idea. There's a dog. I don't. I don't know if dogs are welcome there at Venice Beach. There's a dog park I do know of that I can go to, but um, yeah. Are you gonna get a camp in Slabs? Probably not. I've never actually wanted a camp in Slabs. I've never considered staying there full time. I'm a nomad. I've never aspired to become a slabber and staying 2 summers. I stayed my first summer there. That's when I met Caveman. But no, that's not something that I've ever been really interested in. It's a nice place to visit, but not to stay. But to be fair, that's how I feel about the entire world. So, you know, Slabs is included in that. Yeah, I miss you too, man. Yeah, you, Venice is a trash heap. Yeah, no, Nemo knows, and I'm sure Caveman knows, and anyone that's been down to Venice knows. Like, Venice Beach isn't what it used to be. Like, it used to be a pretty, like, happening spot, Muscle Beach and the boardwalk and all that. But now there's a lot of addiction in the world, and a lot of it's at Venice Beach. You'll see it. They're not hiding it. You find needles everywhere. It's not what it used to be, you know. And yeah, it used to be like street performers and a lot of stuff going on, and it's just, yeah, those days are gone, man. Like, it's kind of sad. What's up, Daryl? You better off cruising the PCH up to Ventura. You know, I did go to Malibu the other day. I will be honest, I went to this dog beach up in Malibu because I kind of wanted to see where Tony Stark lived. Um, but yeah, that was a pretty cool. Area. The drive there was surprisingly really pretty because like we're in the city, but to get to Malibu, it's like the state park or something, and it was pretty. It was real pretty. Hey, what's up, Styles? Exploding paint machine. The Rocher, the walk from Venice Beach towards Santa Monica Pier is actually quite nice. Yeah, I'll go check it out. That could be fun. I haven't been to Venice Beach since maybe my first or second year traveling. Might have been my second. Yeah, I went to Venice Beach, but go to the Cecil Hotel. Where's that at? I don't know what the Cecil Hotel is. Yeah, Venice is gone to the dogs. Good old Muscle Beach is still there. Yeah, it sure is. Those guys are huge, man. Like, I don't know how you fit that much like steroids in your body. Let me see if I can get this laptop to cooperate real quick and log into YouTube since I've never had Skid Row, LA. Yeah, Crystal. I was kind of considering Skid Row. I wanted to live stream that, but I wasn't sure if I was gonna which vehicle to take because I have the van, I have the pickup, and the pickup is like it's in really good shape. It's pretty. It's been recently like polished and stuff, and and the van is an '84 traveling van, you know, and so I'm sitting there like, okay, so do I drive through looking like a tourist through Skid Row, or do I drive through looking like one of them in my van, like, hey, I'm one of you guys. Like, no, don't kill me, please. I don't know. I wasn't sure. I wondered if maybe somebody can give me advice. Anyone that's been to Skid Row, that maybe it would be better to blend in, maybe be better not to. And Chad and I wanted to spend the night there. It's haunted at the Cecil Hotel. It's on Skid Row. Okay, I get it. Muscle Beach is cleaned up. That's cool. Maybe I would go there to like see those steroid-driven people, but at the same time, like I'm kind of scared of their roid rage. Should I be? Roid rage is real, man. Those guys don't joke. You know, my laptop has been through so much. I really need to get it cleaned. I really need to get like the keys pulled out and like someone go through it, like those like nerds that like doing that shit. Don't take the truck. Okay, take the van. Is that your choice? Is that your recommendation? It's not the juice. I'm just jacked, bro, to even lift. Am I logged in right now? I'm not. So let me log in. Yeah, I think next time I'm gonna try to link up the camera on my phone to the camera or to the laptop so I could like, I don't know, do it like that. I'm not sure how to pull that off, so I might have to download some software or something. German in Venice should have recent videos in Venice. He covered the cleanup and the homeless removal. How effective was the removal there? Which is kind of unfortunate. They had to like throw everyone out, but it was getting real bad there. Like I will admit. But how effective was it? Did they just come back? I feel like the homeless removal out there would not stick very long. Like they would come back, but I could be wrong. All right, logging in to my YouTube. Bye, guy. Yeah, take the van. Someone may try to take or damage the truck. Oh, it'd be like that, huh? Like, they really would just, like, come up and fuck up someone's vehicle. Like, I'm not gonna go at night, obviously. Like, I ain't stupid. But it's like that. That's too bad. I wonder. Like, but people would say that about slabs too. So I always take that kind of like stuff with a grain of salt. But I kind of wondered if it might be smarter to not risk the truck in case somebody wanted to like fuck around. Check on Sunken City, Pasadena, Del Mar, Los Angeles. Oh, you were telling me about that, dude. I remember you telling me about that. Yeah, I do want to check that out. I was gonna ask you. I was gonna ask you about that. What that place was you were recommending. So you're gonna have to text me that, caveman, because I don't feel like coming back later to look through the comments and figuring out, oh, what was that he said? Let me see if I remember my password. I don't know. Oh shit! It's all saved into my phone, man. Who remembers their passwords anymore? It's 2022. Well, that wasn't it. Is this it? It's gotta be a variation, right? Like, don't you do that? You have like a variation of your password. It's kind of like this, but not quite like this. Is that it? Haha! I think that was it. So logging in, it sent me a code and it fucked up the live stream. So that was fun. But I got in. I'm into the YouTube. Computer, am I shit? What's going on? Why am I not? Let me catch up on comments while this is fucking with me. Check out, dude. I will check out Sunken City. I should probably like stream that or like maybe even just film it and do a whole ass video on that spot. They moved to a big strip on Venice Boulevard. So they're not on the beach, but they're probably still hanging out there, right? Like they're right down the road, I'm assuming. Hey, thanks, Styles. I appreciate that. I just got that through. And if anyone else wants to throw me, donations, all my links are in the description. Last time I checked, they were enforcing it on the beach, but most of the homeless took over the park and that one big public parking lot far from the beach. Yeah, that's another thing I don't think about while I'm in LA, because I don't think about parking. Like, you gotta pay for that everywhere you go. There's no free parking anywhere. So, something I gotta consider as I bounce around the city. Nope, shit. Yep, the homeless moved. There's a giant strip of Venice Beach right now in the middle of the grass and everything. It's New Tent City. Yeah. Alright, well, I'm gonna check out both those spots. The Sunken City caveman sitting there telling me about, and the I might be checking out Skid Row after all. Oh yeah, parking is also like $30 on the weekends in Venice. That sucks. Actually, this weekend I'm going out to the mountains. A friend of mine invited me out to one of their places out there, so I'm gonna be out in the mountains. I might be off the grid for the weekend. We will see, but I'll keep y'all posted about that. Hopefully my truck will be done by then, or if not, right shortly after, and then I can get it back on the market and get the hell out of the city. If you're up for a hike, there's abandoned LA Zoo in Griffith Park. Dude, I'm all about that. An abandoned zoo. Like, is it easy to get into? Do you have to break in, or is it just like Griffith Park in the old days used to be the bomb? Dude, okay, an abandoned zoo. That's fucking cool. That's where we keep the zombies. That's where the zombies be. Okay, am I in mine? No, I'm not. This is weird. Let me try this again. No. What is going on? Why can't I? I might have to tinker with this later because I don't know how to do YouTube from the computer. I've always done it from my phone. Like, all my filming is done from my phone. All my video editing is done from the phone. All my posting is done from the phone. I very rarely use the laptop for anything but like media streaming. So I might have to tinker with this later to try to figure out how to get into mine because is that it? No, that's it. It says I should be logged on, but it's logged into the wrong account. So, technology be like this. I'm starting to feel like a boomer. Alright. I need to stop touching my shit. Because I don't know what that was. I was trying to scroll up to see comments and it freaked out on me. Yeah, it's still available to reach. I'm assuming that. Alright, I'm gonna check this Griffith Park out. It's an abandoned zoo. That sunken city that Caveman was telling. He was telling me about that last time we were in LA and we didn't actually end up going. I did go to Malibu yesterday, which was pretty sweet. I love old abandoned stuff, so much history. Like, I did really enjoy the school. You guys probably remember the video of the abandoned school that I did, and that was really fucking cool. When I was 12, I remember my late bro took me to the old Adam West Batman cave entrance. It's just a cave, open at both sides, but it used to be in the Batmobile, it seems. The old TV show. Hey, that's cool. Is your place on the Mesa possibly full-time house? I don't know. What? Yeah, I mean, it's... not yet. I couldn't stay there in the winter. It's too cold. New Mexico in the winter, it's like, at the elevation that I'm at, it's like negative 30 in the winter, so, yeah. Yes, the school was cool. What's up, Vlad? How you doing, man? Welcome to the live stream and Shanky. Yeah, cause you're old and abandoned. That's why we're friends, bro. I don't know for sure, but several years ago I heard the cave ended up caving in and area being closed off. It's just word of mouth. Who knows? The cave caved in, so it did what it was. What's up, Static from Michigan? Fucking A. Michigan's pretty dope. I like. I've been wanting to go to the like. Isn't the UP? Am I crazy? Michigan, right? Like, isn't that where? I might be crazy. The Upper Peninsula. That's in Michigan, isn't it? It's like they call it the Alaska of the lower 48s. I've been wanting to go there. There's a few spots along the northern part of the country I've been wanting to check out. Like, I was on my way to Yellowstone when COVID hit and, like, shut all the national parks down, so I couldn't go. And, I haven't actually made it out there. Like, I've been to so many national parks all over the country, but that one is one I haven't been able to go to. Yep, in Michigan, you still crazy. That's what's up. There's also an observatory. It was remodeled a few years ago on the top of Griffith Park. The UP is wonderful. I'm in the southeast area, which is meh. Yeah, the southeast is kind of meh, isn't it? Once you get, like, that's probably the only part of Michigan I've enjoyed. I remember going through Detroit and I was like, oh, I gotta get the fuck out of here. I heard this water makes you smart. I don't know how true that is. I don't think it's made me any smarter. What's my battery like that? It was kind of low when I started. But I might be able to... oh, I got a text from Caveman. Sending me that sunken city. I kind of want to Google this. Let's check it out. I got my laptop here. Sunken city... some bullshit, Del Mar. You guys could Google it with me. But that would probably make you guys have to leave. Sunken City. What do you say it was? Sunken City, something Del Mar. I wasn't paying attention. This is what happens when you're friends with someone. It's okay to ignore them. He texted it to me though, but if I do that, I'm gonna fuck up the live stream again. I've done that twice already, so we've had enough of that. Sunken City of Los Angeles. Oh, it's like oh, I see. Let's look at images here. I wish I could, like, put what I'm seeing on here, but it looks like a spot where there's a landslide and there's a bunch of concrete sticking out and they've, like, tagged up all the concrete and stuff. That would be pretty dope to go check out, like an old abandoned spot as well. Why do we always like destruction, right? Like, oh, there was a landslide here, and then we put art all over it, dude. And now it's like a tourist attraction. I'm checking this spot out. If you guys are ever going to a new area and you're wondering like how do I find cool things in this area, there's a website that I've used over the years. It's called Atlas Obscura, and it's 2 words. Atlas, like we can all spell that, I think. Obscura is a little weird. Obscura, and it'll show you like just local spots, things that locals know, like these like it's kind of obscure spots along the in that area. So you find the coolest shit that you wouldn't have been able to find unless you knew a local that was like showing you around. So yeah, it's a pretty good way to like when you go to a new area and like, oh, I want an adventure. That's check out that website. Hey, there you are. I found it, Paseo del Mar. Lots of fires in Oregon. Yeah, y'all stay safe out there. Jim, how close are they to Redmond? Since I know where you are, like, every summer, man, every summer the Pacific Northwest just burns. It's sad. It wasn't like that when I was growing up there, but it became that. Like, it's just winter and fire season nowadays. Yeah, the Battleship Iowa Joyce. I was actually in Long Beach last time I was here. I went down there, but it was during that heat wave, and it was just fucking awful. But I've done like a tour of the submarine in North Carolina. They had the submarine that was sitting in the bit. Where was that? Wilmington, I think it's in Wilmington, and it was in like the hunt for the Red October. It was actually used in World War II because we don't make submarines to go to the movies. But after they decommissioned, it's been in a bunch of movies, and yeah, I got a tour of that. But Battleship would be kind of cool. Nothing like going to work in the dark and getting off in the dark. Yeah, I do not miss those days, my man. Touring the Battleship is a bomb. We like to see what we can create out of something horrible. Yeah, Static, that's true. And we do a pretty good job, like, as a species, right? Like, some horrible shit happens, we always tend to like, alright, let's make this a little bit better. Even if we can do that, just slightly better, that'd be cool. What's up, Deanna? If you're gonna go to Michigan, come through Cleveland. I've always wanted to move out west permanently, but the fires scare me, so unpredictable. Yeah, I mean, like, everywhere has its thing, right? Like, everywhere has some sort of natural disaster that you gotta contend with. The fires are, I mean, they are a bit unpredictable, but in all my time growing up in the Pacific Northwest, I've never, like, been afraid of the fires. They've been close, but there's so much vast open land out in the west that it burns. It's usually not too concerning as far as like homes and structures. It's really concerning with the forest because that was a beautiful area. Now it's burned, and so it's a little scarred for a while, but then it grows back all pretty. It rejuvenates. It's just really annoying to have all the smoke all the time. The smoke is what it just kills. Like the fire could be 100 miles away, but the smoke just fills up your city, and you can't fucking breathe. You got a mask on everywhere you go. You can't see the sun. Like the smoke is what's actually more annoying than the fires. So it's not a big place, and it's more for the military fans. There's a park, and you reach Ventura on the PCH next to Point Mugu called Missile Park. Just a bunch of missiles on display with 2 jets. That's dope. Yeah. I do like military stuff sometimes. And there's a lot of it out there, right? Like there's a lot of different like military. I don't know, Americans are really all about the service, aren't they? So where is everyone at? I've heard Cleveland. I know Oregon's in the house, and Michigan. I know where Caveman is, and I know we got people from Slabs in the live stream. Someone said they were in the southeast. I always think of Paradise, California, that town that burned in such a short time. It is weird. I worry about people's pets. I couldn't imagine losing my pets. Yeah, so Paradise, last summer, I spent a lot of time just outside of Paradise, and the fires in that area don't just affect Paradise itself. Like Paradise did burn, but a lot of areas burn in that area every single year. And no one talks about it because it wasn't in incorporated areas. So out in the county, a lot of homes burn every year. This year, there's a 1 mile stretch of area in this spot that hasn't been hit with a fire in like 50 years or some shit. And that's where I was staying in this like little, they call it the Miracle Mile because the fires just keep missing it just randomly. We got 2 people from Missouri in the house. What's up? In Prescott, Arizona. That's actually Roche. That's where my dad was gonna move. He was moving to Prescott and passed away before he got a chance to get there. He passed away in Oregon, but he was like 2 months away from moving to Oregon. Let's see. I enjoy watching you and Caveman more than anyone else from the Slabs. Hey, thanks, Static. I was actually just in Slabs too. What was it, like 2 weeks ago, a week ago? So I'll be going back there for October. I'll be, doing some videos and live streams from Slabs so y'all can see how fucking weird we are. But then after that, I'm gonna show you more of the Southwest because that's where I'm at, for the winter. That's a good spot to be in the winter. The weather's nice, and there's a lot of nomads in the area. There's a lot of van lifers, RV lifers, hitchhikers, rail riders. So a lot of them end up going to that area. So we're all snowbirds in our own little ways. Yeah, some places are more than others. In Texas, they definitely love them. Vets get discounts for everything in Texas, and many more apartments don't have to leave security deposit. Hey, that's cool. I'm glad Texas takes care of their veterans. Unless, of course, the veteran has weed on them, then they're going to put that veteran in jail. So, America. Exactly. Iowa in the house. Cole, if you look out your window, do you see corn? Wisconsin. What's up, Lisa? North Dakota. If you're in North Dakota, are you in, like, what is that, Rapid City? Is that what it's called? Rapid Falls, Rapid Springs. Oh, I fucking suck at this. OHIO. Take us to Laurel Canyon. Is that in the area? See, I was thinking Topanga Canyon, because Topanga Canyon's not that far away. But Laurel Canyon, why does that sound so familiar to me? When you look at Paradise on Google Earth, it's beautiful from above, and when you go to Street View and it's charred, hopefully that has changed. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't been up there since last year, but the fires just definitely ripped through that city. It was pretty quick and pretty bad, and the wind in that area is. I mean, it's just a really dry area as it is. It's always been dry in that area, so when the wind comes through with a fire, just fucking forget it, dude. It's no stopping it. Watching you from South Carolina, North Carolina line. So my stomping grounds, man. That's. I grew up in Oregon, but I graduated high school in North Carolina, and it was like a 3-hour drive to Myrtle Beach. So it was, what was it, 2 hours to the border, give or take. Are you still in New Mexico? No, Static. I am in Los Angeles, unfortunately. My truck got hit last time I was here, and I was waiting for insurance. The guy that hit me, his insurance stuff to come through, so it's come through. I've dropped the truck off at the shop today. Now the waiting game to get them to fix the truck, and then I'll put it back on the market and try to get it sold. It just blows me away that this happened. And, we came down here hoping for a quick sale on the truck. Take it to the detail shop. I spent $500 to get it detailed. And they call me and they're like, hey man, your truck's done. And I'm like, sweet. It's a 5-minute drive to get to the detail shop. We drive down there, and in the time Caveman and I took to get down there, we pull in and the guy was just like, there was an incident. And I was like, an incident? And he's like, somebody hit your truck. And I'm like, oh, okay, I'm gonna go park. And all we could do, is just kind of laugh. Caveman and I were just like, fucking of course. So that delayed it. I shouldn't be back in Los Angeles, but I am to take care of all this. Weed will be legal in Texas soon enough, and with that will come pardons for past charges. I hope it does, because there's no reason to be putting people in jail for that. It's shameful. October, come to Prescott at the end of October and help me trim. Oh, okay, I got 20 pounds to trim. Does it have to be at the end of October because I was gonna probably be in Slabs for October. I really like Halloween in Slabs. It's pretty fun. It's kind of wild, but in November, November we could talk. It'll be kind of cold in Prescott, but I will be hovering around that area. I plan on hitting Havasu. There's an old army buddy of mine in Havasu that lives there, and it would be cool to see him. I haven't seen him in a long time, and now he's so close. I didn't even know he's in Havasu. He just like started popping up on my Facebook feed that he was in Havasu, and I'm like, hey man, you visiting Havasu? And he's like, no, I've been living here for a couple of years. And I'm like, oh shit, we are definitely gonna have to see each other because I go through Havasu all the time. So that's on my to-do list this summer. He's one of those people that won't call me Zig. He'll just call me by my last name. And you know what? I don't know, like, I got called Ziggle today, which none of you know this except for maybe like one person in the stream. But that used to be my original nickname. And I got called that today by an old friend of mine, so it was like all these past memories from when I was like 19. It was pretty cool. Lower Canyon's closer to North Hollywood. Okay. Yeah, that might be. Oh, I know why I know Laurel Canyon. I have a friend of mine that lives in that area, and they walk their dog down Laurel Canyon every day. Yes, and I'm in the middle of harvest. I see corn every freaking day. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Why corn? Why is that what we grow? If you take Topanga Canyon south, it will take you to PCH in Malibu. Yeah, no. That's why it's so close. It's so close. Topanga Canyon's like right down the road, more or less. So I kind of figured it would be a quick jaunt over there to Malibu. And I went there with a friend the other day, but we didn't take the Topanga Canyon road. So I think next time I will for sure. Help you trim. Bike rally going on in Myrtle Beach right now. Oh, that makes sense. Yeah, it's that time of year. I remember the bike rally every year. Actually, I used to party in Myrtle Beach quite a bit. Like, it was a half a tank of gas in the Nissan Maxima that I had back then to get to Myrtle Beach. So, like, a full tank of gas gets you there and back if you don't drive around a whole bunch while you're in the city. So I used to go down there and just fucking party all the time. So now whenever I think of Myrtle Beach, I just think of just getting fucking fucked up partying. That's what I think about. Yeah, dude, we got a lot of people from all over the world. That's pretty cool. I know I get a lot of views from outside the U.S. too, Australia and even the Middle East, believe it or not. Europe, all kinds of places. Myrtle Beach was fun back in the day. That was the first time I ever went to a. Hotel that had a bowling alley in the hotel. I thought that was kind of mind-boggling. But I did manage to get me a gram of weed today. It was this dispensary I went to right down the road. It's called the Syndicate. It was pretty cool because like you walk in, you give them your ID, and they're like, all right, go ahead. And I look around the corner, and it's just a bookshelf all the way across. Like the whole wall was a bookshelf, and I kind of looked at him, and he's like, just push on it. And I'm like, all right. So I push on this bookshelf, and it opens. It's like a speakeasy style dispensary. It was a cool little novelty to get in through security. Should have recorded it. I'm not sure if you're allowed to or not in California. Some states have rules against recording in dispensaries. Some don't give a shit. So I should ask next time I go there. If anyone wants to sponsor a joint, I'll go there and do a video about it. I also have a couple of other videos that I'm working on. Now that I'm in Babylon, I could take a breath. I'm going to do some more editing. I've got one about Nomadic Alaska I want to introduce and link his channel. He was one of the first comment in the live chat here, so if you're watching this later, go to the live chat, check out that first comment. That's Nomadic Alaskan. He's also in Slabs right now running a soup kitchen for people who, want to eat. So check out his channel. He's doing it all from this cheap ass POS little tablet. We all do the best we can when we are in Slabs, don't we? How long is that bike rally going on, Tim? And by the way, press it to trim, dude. I can trim pretty fast. Like I'm a ninja trimmer. I've done a lot of it. Um, what do you guys think? Do you think Cause is old and abandoned? Those of you who know Cause, he's getting a little older. He's starting to get his little limp going. Let's see. Do I have to sign out of my... I really do want to figure this out, how to get my YouTube channel up. But I'm logged into a different Google account right now, so it keeps trying to log into that one. And when I try to switch it, it says I'm switched, but it won't go into that one for YouTube, just all the rest of my Google. Let's try that. Let's try logging out and signing back in. Here we go. I think I got it. Oh, I got to type my password in again. Here we go again. So we got, what's that? We're at 32 people, 21 likes. Like, don't forget to smash that like button. Oh, my hair is a mess, isn't it? I even have a little tail in the back. Aren't I beautiful? If anyone, like, if you don't know about Mac too, by the way, Mac had recently got a diagnosis. He's on, I don't know how much he's posting from YouTube anymore, but he's been on TikTok, so go check out his TikTok. He might have it in his links. Yeah, keep him in your thoughts, you guys. Like, he got a heavy one, so we're all thinking of you, dude. You guys, you're not chatty no more. What happened to all the comments? It was hard to keep up a second ago. So you guys, oh shit. He got a heavy one. Yeah, now I'm just gonna have some feedback. Check this out. You guys, you're not chatty no more. Now maybe I can post links. This is what I've been wanting to do. I need to get them though, because Dave Lowe posted them up here because he's a good mod. Cause. But let me find them real quick. Let's see. Oh, are they gone? Yeah, I'm gonna have to tinker with this because I've never really used YouTube on my laptop before, so it'll be kind of cool. So pretty soon I'm gonna be leaving here. I'm headed to Slabs. I want to do some collaborations with some of the newer YouTubers out there because, quite honestly, like, there are some good stuff that could potentially be coming out of Slabs right now. There's, like I said, Nomadic Alaska. He's a good one to check out. And then there's a couple others that I am trying to motivate them to start a channel too, because quite frankly, like, everyone has their own perspective on Slabs. Everyone has their own unique, like, experience in Slabs. So everyone's different, right? Like, what might be your experience might not be mine. What might be mine might not be yours. So getting as many of those experiences out there as you can is always good. What's up, Robert? Man, the chat actually comes through faster on my laptop than it does on the camera, so that's pretty cool. Shit, it might be easier to just use this. Alaska has a big heart. Yeah, he really does. That's why he's always been a pretty chill dude, and he's trying to do good things out there. So, what's the best setup for car capping and how do you manage cold weather? So I actually did stay in a Honda Civic for like 6 months. And the best setup for a car, it depends on the car, because sometimes the car has comfortable seats where you could sleep inside and it's okay. There was this one Nissan Maxima that we had way back in the day in North Carolina that I used to go to Myrtle Beach in, and if you took the headrest off of the top of the seat and you laid it back perfectly, it met the back seat perfectly, and it made this like flat bed going all the way across the car. That was cool. But I honestly think in the Honda Civic, what we would do is we would just set up a tent as we traveled, and we wouldn't sleep in the car unless we had to for, we were moving and we were just stopping for the night or something. But I always avoid that. I would prefer to, if I'm in a car or something, to be in a tent. Um, and how do I deal with cold weather? Like quite quite honest, I don't. I just travel to where it's warmer. And to be fair, like even in the Southwest in the wintertime, it gets pretty fucking cold. So in my RVs, I've always used like a heater buddy. I had central air in one of my RVs, and the rest of them I haven't. So a heater buddy, a small one, doesn't take much. Heater buddies are pretty good. They have like the CO2 detector on it, the tip detector on it, so it'll shut off if any too much CO2, if it tips over, so it doesn't start a fire. That's always a good way to keep warm. Plus, like you really mostly have to worry about it at night when you sleep and it gets the coldest. So get a good sleep system, good sleeping bag, plenty of blankets. You sleep pretty comfortably in pretty cold weather. What's up? Yeah, no, I know who you are, Bobby. Yeah. Dude, okay, this is weird. Now that I'm on my laptop, none of my comments are coming through on the on the phone. This is interesting. So I'll be reading them from here. I'm gonna set Cali perp. Yeah, we got good weed here, don't we? Hey, what's up, Deborah? Cole, there's usually a 5 to 10 second delay for the chat and the device you're using to stream with. Yeah, it's actually not even coming through on the phone at all anymore. Like the last comment on the phone says bike rally Myrtle Beach right now, but I'm getting all of them on here too. Will Grace, get a heater buddy. Yeah, that's what's up. Heater buddies are pretty dope, and they're not that expensive. They run off the green tanks. You can also attach a 5-gallon propane tank to it, and they'll last forever. And they do pretty good. What was that kid's name you tackled in front of me when that babe was by me? I forgot it. You talking about Nar? Did I tackle him or did I just beat him up? Because I remember just beating him up, dude. So, hey Deb, how are you this evening? Oh, you're not even talking to me. Deborah, what's up, Deb? Good to see you. Long things. His name was Nar, and he also went by Ash. He changes his name like every 10 minutes because he gets a reputation and people. He wasn't that young though. He was almost 30. He just looked young because he was unhealthy from drugs. But yeah, dude, I didn't tackle him. I straight up just punched him a bunch of times. Like I don't want to talk too much about war stories on here, but this kid was, running his mouth at the Ponderosa a couple years ago, and I gave him a lot of opportunities to stop, and he didn't take any of them, so I beat him up a little bit. Yeah, Nar. He spelled it Gnar. Yeah, that was him. Little Canyon is just north of West Hollywood. A lot of the rockers lived in that area from the late 60s. That's cool. Yeah, Caveman, you remember that dude. I know you do. I know you remember him. Let me do this there like that, so. There's 8 people who have yet to hit the like button. Hit it. There might be more, honestly. Like, people come in and out. Most people watch me for about 10 minutes and then they bounce. But that is good advice. That is good advice. Hit that like button if you haven't already. Unless you don't like me. Then hit the dislike button. I think they have that. Hit either one, whatever. It all fucking helps the algorithms. The heater buddies, the only thing you really got to worry about is when you have propane burning, it creates a lot of moisture inside of your space, whether it be an RV or a van, it creates moisture in there, and moisture damage is a true thing. So since I tend to stick to very dry areas, it hasn't been that big of a deal if I just open up the windows. But at the same time, like if you're in a humid area like the southeast, like that might not be the best thing to deal with the cold if it's cold and humid. So that's something to think about for sure. It's so interesting. I got so much more like settings I can mess with on the computer compared to the phone. And I have never tinkered with these before, so I'll have to check this out. That's pretty cool. There's the tab I was looking for. There it is. I wonder how to make the chat bigger. That would be cool. I need to make the chat bigger because everything else on here is real big, but not the chat. Let's see. Catch up on comments. Where'd they go? Oh shit. There they are. Should have always been a window vent cracked with a heater, but yep, because they do. That's actually one of the byproducts of fire is CO2, so you don't want too much of that in your space. Gotta have a window open, let some moisture out. It also lets you not die from CO2 poisoning. But those heater buddies are pretty good. All of them are equipped with CO2 detectors, so they'll just shut off and then you'll wake up cold. My light just turned off. Now, is my hair still orange? Mine literally roast me out quickly in the house. Dude, they are powerful. Like, I've got a small one, and in my RV, it would just, like, you couldn't leave it on too long. It would roast me out, too. I'm in a ghetto apartment. As living by a beach in Florida. Sounds ghetto, Bobby. Returning to my store if you're not on when I get back. Zig, have a good night. Bye, D. Good to chat with you again. Happy to have you here. Hey, Jeepsy. Have I added window covers? I put over my back windows so I can crack them when... Oh, that's such a good idea. I wonder if there's... you could put netting on magnets and stick it to the outside of the van so I could roll the van window down and have like netting. Oh, that's so brilliant. I dig that. I'm gonna steal that from you. With a heater buddy, if you're in an enclosed space, just crack the window or open a vent flap a little bit. Yeah, for sure. They can be safe, and they are pretty efficient. Dude, someone got shot on the 5th floor. You're having like gang shootouts outside of your house, bro. Yeah, yeah, that's true. That's a good question, Crystal. How is the hurricane? Isn't Florida getting messed up by one right now? I was under the impression that that the hurricanes were messing up Florida. I've been through a couple hurricanes. When I lived in North Carolina, we had a few that rolled through, and they were pretty fun. Like, we used to have hurricane parties. All right, I'm not trying to tell you a story and do something real quick, but we used to have these hurricane parties in North Carolina because we knew that the power was going to go out. Like, you know that's going to happen. The power's going out. The hurricane's going to do that. So you cook everything in your freezer, in your fridge, and everyone in the neighborhood would just basically hang out at one person's house. Bring all your food over there. That person would cook at that house all the food, and we'd have this big barbecue and all. Like, you couldn't find beer on the shelves if you wanted to. And these were like small hurricanes, nothing like, class 1, class 2 hurricanes. But the few hurricanes I went through, the eye seemed to always roll right over where I was at. And so, like, if you didn't end up liking where you were at, whatever house you were at, you wanted to go to someone else's house down the road, the eye would come over the hurricane and he'd, like, it get all calm and you get to run around and switch houses. And yeah, hurricanes are always kind of fun. You didn't have to go to work, didn't have to go to school. And in front of the hot dog shop outside my apartment, like Stone, though, in Ohio, not Florida, I don't know. Yes, oh, okay. I thought you were in Florida for some reason. Yes, Florida is getting hit on the golf. Oh, it's on the golf side. Did it just like swing around? You have a friend in Tampa? That sucks. I know some people in vans. They're doing van life and they're trying to ride it out, staying in the van during the hurricane. I'm just like, oh man, your home is on wheels, bro. Just drive away. Just go. Like, you can take your house with you. Doesn't make any sense. I don't think I would do that. I don't think I would put my van through a hurricane, personally. Alright, let's see if this works. Oh, my first comment on my page. This is my first comment I've ever done on a live stream. Ever. There you guys have it. There's my links. Be sure to check them out if you want to. Got a $5 donation from Styles earlier. Bobby, yeah, 2 murders right by me in the city I was born in. Warren, Ohio, murder rates top list. Yeah, why are you there then? Like, don't get murdered. Yeah, Laurel Canyon does sound familiar for that reason. Yeah, it took me a minute, but I remembered Laurel Canyon. I knew it sounded familiar. Family. I don't know if family would keep me in a spot like that, but I mean, you traveled around a little bit. You get it. You know what you're missing. You know what's better for you. And family is important. Be cool to have some. I had family once. It was pretty cool. Now I ain't got no family. I got really, really close friends, which I consider family, but like real family, that blood stuff, like no, that stuff's long gone for me. And expensive. It's probably a lot cheaper to live there too, isn't it? Yeah, we Slab fan. Yeah, there are definitely people in Slabs that I love so much, and they're amazing people, and you know, like they're probably the closest to family I've ever had. That's where I've spent my holidays over the years. That's, you know, Christmas, Thanksgiving, New Year's. I'm really close to them. Like, you know, the folks at the Ponderosa. I definitely consider them family. My family is in Russia. Wow. And Ukraine and Finland. That is... Yeah, that's cool. I actually met a couple of Russian people yesterday where I'm staying. He's friends with this Russian person, and yeah, we got to chatting a little bit about that situation and how, like, I guess the Russian government is conscripting people into the military who protest, like they protest the war, and Russia's like, nope, since you protested, you're going into the military, or you can go to forced labor or some shit. Like, I pray for your family, man. Like, I hope they're doing all right. Warren is way worse than Cleveland. And I work in 5th District Daily Ice Criminal Area. Yeah, that sounds terrible. It sounds absolutely awful. And people, like, complain about Slabs, too. Like, Slabs is so dangerous. You'll just get murdered there. But it's just, you know, not always like that. And, I've never been concerned about getting murdered there. My light... Oh, it's working. There we go. Why did it turn off? That's so weird. Yeah, that's a hard conversation for sure, but you know, I'm not gonna get into it. You know, like, I'm sure everyone wants to talk to you about that, but I will say, like, I hope your family's doing okay, because it's, you know, not a good spot in the world right now, and I know what war is like, so I hope everyone's okay. I had Megan, but she blocked me over the whole women's rights thing. I don't know what you're talking about, Megan. So that would be a nice vacation to me. It could be. It could be. Slabs could very well be a nice vacation. It depends, like, who you surround yourself with. It's probably like that for anywhere you go. If you're going to surround yourself with crappy people, you're going to have a bad experience. But there's a lot of good folks there. you could have a really good, and you're like literally getting away from the world. Like there's nothing in Slabs that's gonna be like, oh, that reminds me of the world. There, that's not there. Yeah, people do like to talk shit, don't they? It is what it is. You're never gonna make everyone happy, man. Like it might have been Megan or Morgan, or the girl that you were next to, and we were like drinking. So we went to Mexico. We had tacos. Well, little Kelly, not Mexico. Little Cali. No, we went to Mexicali. Mexicali. Yeah. And that's in Mexico. So we went to Mexico. Did I take you to Mexico? I've been to Mexico so many fucking times, and I've taken so many people over there. But yeah, I don't know. Remember who Morgan was? Unless you're talking about Haley, because if you're talking about Haley, that's not Morgan. I don't know who Morgan is. Detroit is probably more dangerous than Slabs, but I don't know. I haven't been to Slabs. Yeah, Slabs is not that dangerous. Like, Cause looked it up one time, and apparently the national average is here, and Slabs is like slightly above that, but not too high above that. Just bring a pound or two to Slabs in late October and let you give it to the lucky. Dude, that would be cool, actually. I would totally do a video. You bring a pound of weed that you want me to do. I will roll it up all up into joints, and we could just hand it out. We could do it together, make a video, just handing out joints to people. Round 2, the first time I only had like a half ounce that I handed out. Maybe, yeah, like, I think it was about a half ounce. And I ended up handing out like 5 or 6 joints because that's all I could afford. So, I mean, if you want to bring that much, dude, we could just drive around handing out joints to people. That'd be fun. Yeah, Haley. Haley was her name, bro. I worked in Dana Point and Laguna Beach for a short time. Great weather, but crazy cost of living. I really wanted to stay. God, I suck at names. Yeah, her name was Haley. Yeah, I took you to Mexico. Okay, yeah, I must have, because I've taken so many people to Mexico. Like, that's one of, like, if you come to Slabs, I'll be like, you want to go to Mexico? You want to go shoot guns? Like, especially if you're a foreigner. If you're a foreigner, I always ask if they want to go shoot guns. Like, you want to go shoot guns? I bet you've never done it before. And they have a blast. Even with the language barrier, I make it as safe as possible, but we still have a good time. I'd say last year's been a change in the Slabs, not for the better. Yeah, I would agree with that, Deborah. It has. In fact, over not just the last year, but I mean, in the 9 years I've been going there, Slabs has been declining. And I'm not sure what it was. I think that addiction is running rampant everywhere, and Slabs doesn't. It's not immune from that. So, but there's always been drama. There's always been bullshit, and there's always been like changes. Slabs changes all the time. Like nothing out there lasts. So, but there's always good people mixed into that bunch too. It's not just bad people out there. There's a lot of good folks. And the light turned off again. I think it's dying. I think I didn't prepare enough for my live stream, and I would say, yeah, that's who blocked you. Yeah, I get it. Shooting is fun there. I remember when I went out to, like when you go out in Slabs and you go past like Ponderosa and past the hostel, and you just keep driving past the library. I went to go shooting out there one time, and there was just there's a whole bunch of beehives out there that these beekeepers will leave them out there and let them pollinate the area naturally. And I didn't want to go shooting because I'm absolutely terrified of bees. And by the way, there's a beehive like right down the road from me right now on this tree. And I was walking Zag around the block the other day, and as I was getting back, there was just this huge hive attached to the tree, and I was like, holy shit, and I like crossed the road. Like it was, I'm so terrified of bees. I'm so scared of bees. I used to tell people I was allergic to them, so I didn't look like such a pussy when I was running away from them, but I'm not allergic to them. I'm just really afraid of bees. Perfect. So we'll give out a pound of weed and joints, and everybody wants to. That would be such a cool video, Roche. I would be all about that. That'd be so much fun. I agree. I know plenty of solid people there. Yeah, me too. Me too. Bees are so good, they won't fuck with you if you don't fuck with them. I know. I know. They're pretty docile. I've actually learned a lot about bees because I am so afraid of them, and they are pretty docile. They are. They don't want to sting you because it costs them their life when they sting you, but that doesn't mean that I'm not afraid of them. Like, it's not a rational fear, it's just a fear. Like, I'm not. I'm not like saying bees are terrible. I'm saying I'm afraid of them. I'd rather be shot at. Like I feel like that would be like one of the worst ways to die is just getting swarmed by bees and just like dying of anaphylactic shock. That sounds so bad. Like hard fucking pass. Did I make mead? Yeast, honey, and water. Mix it with shake and bake. Good drink. I've had mead before. It's pretty good. Stay calm by the tree. You know what? Like, yeah, I don't know what to tell you. I'm afraid of them. Hard to stay calm. I just avoid them. Like, I know they got an important role in the. I know they got an important role in the ecosystem, and we need to keep them around. I'm not trying to like go burn them out or anything, but I'm scared of bees. Some people are afraid of spiders or snakes or creepy crawler stuff, and I'm not. But bees get me, man. They're Satan's little bugs. Like everything about them is to just fuck shit up and then make honey. Like, hey, we can kill you, but instead we're just gonna give you this food instead. Hey, I'm out. 5 a.m. comes early. Can't wait for second shift. Well, have a good sleep, Deanna. Peace out. You guys got me for another 3 minutes, and I'm gonna take off too. Dude, story time. Ask Sylvie about me and her and the bees at Ken's house. Who's Sylvie? I don't know who that is. Story time. But yeah, I don't know who to ask. What do you guys think? Is this a different like vibe when I'm in Babylon versus just like live streaming from the van or the truck? Or I bet I'm coming in much more clear than usual. I do miss Caveman too, guys. Like him and I live stream well together. Like we vibe real well. We could have died. We were playing with cranberry sauce. Sylvie hung out with Puddles. She's short and she's blonde. She's been there forever. Yeah, I don't know who Sylvie is. I know Grace, but yeah, I don't know who Sylvie is. Puddles isn't there anymore. Puddles, last I heard, is in Bombay Beach. But I could be wrong about that. Bye, Daryl. Take care, everyone. You guys got me for one more minute. It's almost been an hour live stream. I'm usually on here for about 2 hours, but I'm cutting this one short tonight. I got some delivery I've got to expect soon because we're in Babylon and I finally get to have some delivery. This is what I got last time. Have you guys ever eaten at this? It's a chain restaurant, which I didn't know it was a chain restaurant, but Doghouse. First time I ever had that, I was in Wyoming, and it was fucking amazing. And then I saw it on the Uber list, like the Uber Eats list, and I had it delivered yesterday. So, yeah, Doghouse. That shit was good. See you guys. Bye, Static. Glad I caught up with everyone. Bye, Deb. See you, Bobby. See y'all next time.